It is time now for today's Strawberry Letter, and if you need advice on relationships, work, sex, parenting, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to steveharveyfm.com and click Submit Strawberry Letter. We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one right here, right now. And you never know, it could be yours.
It could be yours. Buckle up and hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is. Strawberry Letter.
All right, Tommy, thank you. Subject, what's my role in my marriage? What's my role in my marriage? Dear Steve and Shirley, I'm married to a man that doesn't do his own laundry, rake his own plate into the sink, or do any chores in our home. He said he makes the money and provides a decent living for our children, and I'm supposed to have sex with him and do my duty as the wife and mother. He is only 32, so he's getting this from his daddy, who's been divorced twice. He told me that if he can't be a king in his household, he will have to go where he's celebrated. I have told him several times to go ahead and see if the grass is greener on the other side, but he won't do it. I refuse to be treated like a handmaid at home. The only time he treats me like an equal is when it counts. He brags to his friends that I'm so smart and I'm a great wife and I'm raising our daughters to be polite and kind. Then, as soon as we're alone, he's telling me to go get ready for bed and wait for him before I fall asleep because he is in the mood for intimacy. He never does the appetizer part first anymore. He skips right to the entree and then takes a shower. If I try to take a shower with him like we used to, he will say that he won't be in there long. I would love to know where I stand with my husband and if this is what our marriage will be like forever. I want to talk to his dad to see why he's advising him to treat me like I'm his servant, and I want to ask his mother if this is how her marriage was. My husband said I have no right to speak to his parents if he is not present. Am I part of this marriage, or am I a smart maid and nanny that he enjoys having sex with? What is my role with him?
Wow.
Well, right now your role is that of a wife who is being controlled and defined by her husband. I don't like the fact that you are letting him tell you who you are in this marriage. Marriage is supposed to be a loving, committed partnership between two people. Marriage is not a dictatorship like what your husband has going on in your marriage. You can control your own narrative, meaning you decide your own role with him. He doesn't decide that. You say he treats you well outside of the house, but inside he's cold and mean. You've told him many times to go ahead and see if the grass is greener on the other side. Go ahead, but he won't do it. And why do you think that is? Because he knows better. He knows that it isn't. So don't just allow him to continue to treat you this way, talk to you crazy. How dare he? You have to teach him how to treat you, and you don't need to talk to his parents about what's going on in your house either. Talk to him. That's your husband. Tell him how you feel, or better yet, show him. Don't wait for him to come to bed only to just satisfy himself. You go to bed and go to sleep if that's what you want to do, because your body and mind only respond to a caring, loving husband. Let him know that. That's what you got to tell him. No one said he couldn't be the king of the castle. He's just got to remember that you are the queen of the castle, and he needs to treat you as such. Period. Steve?
Well, the problem with this guy realizing that his wife is the queen of the castle is he doesn't have a good definition of what the queen is. He doesn't understand that the queen is the most powerful position on the chessboard. Always has been, always will be. Now, the game is over once you capture the king, but if you lose your queen, the game is very difficult to win, especially if somebody else got one. Now, I'm married to a man. What's my role in my marriage? Lady, that's for you to define. This is your definition of what your role in the marriage is. What role are you willing to play? Now, you're married to this man that don't do his own laundry, rake his own plate into the sink, or do any chores in our home. He said he makes the money, provides a decent living for our children, and I'm supposed to have sex with him and do my duty as a wife and a mother. He's only 32, so he's getting this from his daddy, who's been divorced twice. He told me that if he can't be a king in his household, he'll have to go where he's celebrated. Look, man, all these threats and what you gonna do and all this here, man, bye. I told him several times to go ahead and see if the grass is green on the other side, but he won't do it. No, let me explain something to you. It ain't that he won't do it. He done tried it probably. But what the deal is he not going to find nobody that's going to take in with this 1952 marriage agreement. 1952, this ain't My Three Sons or Leave It to Beaver. This ain't what this is. This ain't black and white TV no more. You don't get to talk to women like this, man. You don't get to tell a woman that go in there and get ready for bread till I come in there. What? If you getting this from your stupid daddy that's been divorced twice, don't you know that's where you're headed? I refuse to be treated like a handmaid at home. Then you say the only time he treats you is equal is when it counts. That's a double conundrum, or what you call it. That's a oxymoron. I don't know what they call it. This don't make no sense now. The only time he treats me like an equal is when it counts. What? Getting treated right counts all the time. But you think it's count when he bragged to his friends that I'm smart and a great wife and kind and polite. And then when he's alone, he's telling me to go get ready for bed and wait for him before I fall asleep because he in the mood for intimacy. Man, girl, I'm tired.
Hang on, Steve. Hang on. We'll have part 2 of your response coming up at 23 minutes after the hour. Today's Strawberry Letter subject, what is my role in my marriage? We'll get back into it right after this. You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Get into the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event and get away with the deal so right it almost feels wrong. Right now, get huge savings on our popular models, including our adventure-ready SUVs like the Hyundai Santa Fe, or go all-electric with America's most awarded EV lineup like the Ioniq 5 or Ioniq 6.
Get down to your local Hyundai dealer and get away with a great deal only during the Hyundai Getaway Sale Event. Visit HyundaiUSA.com for details.
All right, come on, Steve. Let's recap today's Strawberry Letter. The subject is, what is my role in my marriage? A wife wants.
That's the question, and that we can't answer that. You're supposed to determine that. You've married this guy that don't do no household chores at all. Told you that that's the way it worked because he make all the money and he take care of his wife and kids, and all you need to do is your wifely duties. And you're supposed to have sex with him when he want to. And he'll tell you, go in there and get ready for bed and before I fall asleep. And I'm coming in there because I want to be intimate. Well, what are you? Then here's a line that stood out for me in the whole letter. The only time he treats me like an equal is when it counts. Lady, it counts all the time. But you think when he gets in front of his friends and he brags on you, talk about how smart you are and how good of a wife and how you raising your daughters and all that. And then after that, as soon as we're alone, he telling me to go get ready for bed and wait for him before I fall asleep because he in the mood for intimacy. Who married to this? Where you find her? What did you say? Get in there and get ready for bed till I come in there. What? He never does the appetizer part first anymore. He skips right to the entree and then takes a shower. If I try to take a shower with him like we used to, he'll say he won't be in that long. And I would love to know where I stand with my husband. You don't stand nowhere with him. He done told you. You don't stand. You get in there and lay in that bed. Wait till I come in there. I don't do no chores. You do all this cleaning, mopping, wiping. Take care of these kids. I'm the king of this castle. I want to know where I stand with my husband. If this is what our marriage will be like forever. Yeah, unless you change it. You're getting what you're going to get. And if you keep doing what you've been doing, you're going to keep getting what you've been getting. The change is up to you. I want to talk to his dad to see why he's advising me to treat me like this. I'm his servant, and I want to ask his mom if this is how her marriage was. What are you talking to them for? What? You keep looking for insight. See, your problem, young lady, is you keep looking for your justification in other people. You want to talk to his daddy. You want to talk to his mama. Then you say he only treats me right when it counts. You keep waiting on validation for somebody else. My husband said I have no right to speak to his parents if he is not present. Wow. What kind of relationship y'all got? Am I a part of this marriage, or am I a smart maid and a nanny that he enjoys having sex with? You're a part of this marriage once you insert yourself into the marriage. You do know that it takes two people to be married. I don't know what y'all's vows was, but most women don't listen to them no way. Now, I'm not talking about in terms of loyalty or nothing like that, but that they even took them words out, honor and obey. They don't even say that no more, I don't think. Because if you can get one to obey, that would be a miracle. Please tell me how that works. Honor and obey. I mean, I ain't never. And these two that's on this show, married, they don't obey nothing. I can just tell you that. It's just not in their cards. So I don't even really. Anyway, they ain't got nothing to do with it. What is my role with him? Well, you're the lady that does all the housework. You're the lady that goes in there and lay down till he get ready to have sex. And shut up all this talking. You don't come in here, don't shower with me. I don't want that. Don't be in here rubbing. No, stop. That's your role. That's what you described to us. Now, am I a smart maid and a nanny that he enjoys having sex with? I think you just described your role. Because so far in the letter, that's what you are. You're a smart maid, a nanny, and he enjoys having sex with you. What are you getting out of this? What's in it for you? I mean, you didn't say he was a great dad. He told you he's a great provider. I know I am. I want that credit all the time, but that ain't all you get to be, though. When you're a husband and a father, you got to be something else. And so, yeah, lady, what's your role in this marriage? Only you can determine that. But I tell you what, you all are young. If you don't change this is what's going to happen in your marriage from now on. And you're going to be miserable. Because I don't really see what you're getting out of it. Here's the other point. I almost forgot this. Y'all ain't had none of these discussions before y'all got married? Y'all didn't? Yeah. You didn't know that this is what he expected you to do? You didn't know? He never told you, when I get married, I make this money, I ain't doing no cleaning? I told that to Marjorie. I said, hey, when we get married, don't ask me to clean. I told her that. She still asked me to clean.
You've lived up to it, haven't you?
No, I gotta go in there and wipe the counter off every now and then. Rinse my plate. I don't know what the hell this dishwasher for. What is these people in here? What is we got these people walking around in here for? What? That's what I don't understand.
Right. All right, Steve.
Please stop telling me what I need to do when clearly these people are in here.
Leave your comments on today's letter on Instagram. And
why
Facebook.
Your clothes can't find the hamper. They can't find the hamper. I don't know where it is.
At Steve Harvey FM, and check us out on the Strawberry Letter podcast on the free iHeartRadio app.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.